I have a directorial mind, and I like to put movies together. So I was listening to the song Sin City. The Sin City wasn't made for you, and I just like how deviously like nice, sexy that song is. Like, it's almost like Sin City isn't made for you. Too much of an angel. You're too much of a good girl. But it's like, I'm gonna smut you out, ho. Like, you have no idea what's about to come. Like, I love that. But anyways, I was just watching the song. I was listening to the song, and my mind is very creative, and I don't really share this part of me just because I really just don't think it's important. But like, let's put it somewhere. Why not? I had this movie theme. I always come up with movie themes and stuff. I always wanted to do, whether it's love, whether it's funny little skits or whatever. It always comes into my mind. So anyways, I was thinking of the song or listening to the song, and in my mind, here we go. Follow me. This is the movie. Okay. I'm using myself as the character because it's too much for me to be like the girl and the guy. It's too much, right? So I am young, okay, and life is happening, going off to school or whatever. I come back home and my mom has been found, right? Very, very gruesome scene, right? Fast forward a few years, you already know the vibes. Fast forward a few years, now I'm in my 20s and I'm like training police academy. I want to go do crime, right? I want to save the world. Let's just say I'm in the DMV right now. So let's just say like I'm in like the slums of DC, right? I'm just in the hood, in the ghetto, in the disgusting part, right? Just the nasty, like guns ringing out, just shots everywhere, right? So cool, maybe Baltimore. I don't know, Baltimore. Anyways, long story short, whatever. Fast forward to, I get kicked out. Okay, attitude bad. I don't want to listen. I'm just not. I'm hard headed. I have the heart and the soul, but I'm too much on it. I get fired that night. I snap. I'm gonna find this man who ruined my life. He killed my mom, and I'm gonna find him. These motherfuckers, because again, part of the reason why I got fired is because I'm bullheaded, I'm hard-headed, but every once in a while, I go back to the case with my mom, even though everybody keeps telling me, let the shit go. But I'm like, nah, this is my mom. Niggas is gonna pay, okay? When stuff don't start adding, bitch, I start subtracting, okay? That's just what it is, okay? They're like, no, you can't. No, nobody understands. I have this one little friend, in there who tries to like, one day you'll be okay. It's gonna be all right. That type of, because you got to balance it out, right? You got to have that relief, right? Anyways, fast forward to like, I ain't hearing none of that shit. I turn into an assassin. Now, I have had years of training on the police force. I know how to work guns, take away guns. I know all about the systems. I know how to look for things. I am now trained on assassin level. And then on top of that, I'm doing jiu-jitsu. I'm on my enough. Like, I'm training myself. I'm doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, I'm ready to put something down. Okay? The backstory of this is like, I used to be like a really good, pure person. I love me and my mom's smile, eating cake and just, doing stuff and the throwing powder, the little movie scenes where it's like, oop, I got your nose, it's like all, it always flashbacks to the mom having a good time. Like, some really sad, like, dang, they was really close. Like, damn, that's hard. Like, you had a really good mom. Like, people don't have that. Like, niggas do not be having good moms, and you had a good mom. Mind you, I'm a black girl, in the world. She's a single mom trying to help it, all that stuff, but she was a good mom, right? So cool, whatever. I'm assassinating up, right? It's cool. Like, I've got wigs and stuff. I'm on my alias type shit. I'm ready to switch it up, whatever. My goal is to find this nigga. I start finding people that are associated with him. I have this come to Jesus moment, like that back and forth, like, okay, I shouldn't do this, but then the rage inside me, I start breaking shit in my house. It's not fair, they took it, da 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 da. Y'all know how it be, right? So then I snap. I start finding people, laying people out, just one by one. Everybody, the city is confused, like they thinking that it's on some real gang shit. Something is not. There's something happening in the water. Then they cut to me in the scene, you know what I'm saying, getting busy with a nigga. This is how my mind works, right? Getting busy with a nigga on top of him riding him. I'm talking about no breaks, you feel me? And then while he's in the shower, pulling out the gun and just bow, guess what? That was a nigga's son. He had to go. You feel me? Anywho, long story short, maybe not the nigga's son. That was a nigga's nephew or something like that. Whatever, had to go. Long story short, da-da-da-da-da, on the da-da-da, on the da-da-da. Now, speaking of the son, right? Fast forward to living my life. I got like 20 people on the list. I'm sitting over coffee, you know what I'm saying? Probably got a different wig on or whatever, and just crossing out names, just looking real regular, just with my pen and just crossing out names, looking for the next person. I spot the person. Boom. Guess who it is, y'all? It's the son. Woo! Caveat, little caveat in the plan. He fine. She wasn't expecting, because you know when you on a mission, you not really think about nothing, but she see him, damn, he's fine as fuck. Okay, stay focused, bitch. You gotta kill him. You gotta take his ass out. That's it. It is what it is. Gotta take him out. Cool. Boom. So starts to infiltrate the system, starts to get into, hey, how are you? What's going on? Bumping into him. You already know assassin shit. Oh, I'm so sorry, however you got to get it. But remember, we in the slums of DC, so it's not on some like, he on his real. She noticed something off about him, something not, you know what I'm saying, but she's not really worried too much about it because she gonna take the nigga out anyway. So long story short, guess what? Turns out he's an assassin too. Definitely very much so. It's a Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Like, I'm gonna take you out, you're gonna take me out. But the thing about it is, she finds out that he is on his tip before he finds out that she is on his tip. So she's now real extra cautious, because she's like, not only is this nigga the nigga I gotta take out, but this nigga is attached to some shit that might take me out. So I gotta really move a certain type of way. So then she kind of like takes a break on it, because she's like, okay, I'm in too deep. There's too many variables. It's a lot going on. So she slips away a little bit. She ends up supposed to be staying at his house, okay, or whatever, for a few days, you know what I'm saying? She gets less than fucking all that other stuff, stay there for a few weeks or whatever, takes a break off, blah, da, 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 da. But while she's there, because old buddy is an assassin and he's feeling the same way for shorty too, he got niggas raiding the crib. Guess what he finds? The shit on his dad. That's how my mind worked, y'all. Off one lyric in the song, swear to God. So now he know what's up, but now he like, damn, I don't know how to move, because in his mind he fucked up, because he on some, again, he's not like, when I say assassin, I'm making it seem like CIA. Like these are just niggas that be taking niggas out in the hood. Like they just they just hot top. Now she's assassin because she was an ex-cop, right? So boom, during the weeks or whatever, she's sharing stories, whatever, I lost my mom or whatever. So he get it, but long story short, he tricked out, because if she was going to take him out, she would have been took him out, right? So he don't really know what's really going on. Like, he's seeing the shit, he's watching the picture, he's seeing her in different wigs, he's seeing different videos, hearing different stuff. I don't think, let's not add the recordings, because that's, that's just too much. That's there's a difference between a recording and audio. Housewives, okay. Anyways, the ones that get it, and the ones that don't. Anyway, okay, so boom. Now we're at the precipice of the story, and so like everything about to come out. Everything's unraveling. He make a phone call to her, telling her that he's gonna come home a little bit later or whatever, and that shit kind of sparks something off on her, because he never do that. Again, she's on to him. She know his schedule. She know everything about him. They're both fucking like assassins, so they know each other, right? Shit start being weird, but again, she start tripping, because she's like, well, if he did find something, she did know something, da 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 da, he would have been took me out. Anyways, fast forward to the scene. She gets to the dad, because now we short for time. I'm not gonna get into all of that, because spoiler. Anywho, this is how my mind works. One day we gonna put the movie together. One day it's gonna be out there. I don't even know what the name's gonna be. I don't know whether it's like her boyfriend, her I don't know, her mother's killer, I don't know, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. But point blank period is, so now we getting down to the juice or whatever, and it's like, boom, okay, so she catches up with the father, you know what I'm saying? Maybe on some like Taken type 2 type scene, like in an abandoned garage with just like a whole bunch of like gasoline tubs somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Very dramatic. I don't know. This is some assassin type shit, okay? Yep, but we're still DC in the hood. But we are also now elevated to Miami, okay? We are now in Miami Vice, okay? Now, anyways, long story short with that. Shit be popping, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. They end up, seeing, having to combat each other. Anyways, long story short, come to find out, you know what I'm saying, she ends up, whatever, we just gonna skip to it, popping the dad. That's how my mind, she killed the dad, just in front of the son. But at the same time, on some assassin shit, he didn't really give a fuck, you know what I'm saying, fallen soldiers, you feel me? I think he gave a fuck, but it was just kind of like, he didn't really fuck with his dad, he had his own shit, you know what I'm saying? It was just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, And then I think he also loved her. He knew the story with the mom, and just like, yeah, it was kind of some foul shit. How maybe it was foul play. Maybe we'll add some shit. But anyways, they stand gun to gun because, you know, now he got to prove a point. Now I got to take you out because now you're doing too much. And yeah, maybe I should do part 2.